Welcome back to the Retro YouTube channel. I'm Ben, and I'm going to take you around this very cool Defender 130 donor vehicle. So as I said, this is a Defender 130. It's a high capacity, so the bigger back on it. And interestingly, this is one of the later model 300 TDIs. So one of the ways that you can tell that on the 300 TDI is by the AGR on the side. Earlier models didn't actually have that. Its first life, because we are about to give it rebirth, but its first life was very interesting. This car's actually come all the way over from Italy. Unfortunately not all of it, but most of it has come over from Italy. And as you can kind of tell by its styling and its look, it was actually a firefighter vehicle for Italy in Piacenza. So it's really lived a pretty cool life. I'm hoping that it always had its doors and windows and everything, but I suppose you never know with this stuff. This is really an exceptional donor car. I know it might not look it because we're missing a few of the body panels, but that's immaterial really to us because we replace a lot of the body panels anyway, or actually the vast majority. Why this is a good donor car is because the fact that it's been an ex-firefighter truck. We've always found that any military truck or police vehicle or firefighter vehicle has actually been really well maintained in terms of the important parts. And for us, when it comes to the actual building or rebuilding of these vehicles, one of the absolute crucial and most important parts is the chassis. So if you go front to back, side to side on this chassis, it is absolutely mint. You know, there is no sort of surface corrosion, which surface corrosion on one of these is sort of a given. So the fact that there isn't any surface corrosion on it is fantastic. It means that we've got a good solid basis to start the rebirth of the vehicle from. Take into account as well that the bulkhead, an absolute integral part of every Land Rover, again, is super strong. They often go in the side areas and across the front underneath the windscreen blocks as well. You can often see sort of pitting and deterioration of the bulkhead. So the bulkhead is fantastic, really solid, and underneath is exactly the same. What's going to make this so interesting is that we have that fantastic base for the vehicle. So, you know, a really good square high capacity tub as well is going to give us a lot of options in terms of offering people different possibilities when it comes to rebuilding this car. So you can have it as a pickup if you wanted to, with a double cab on the back, canvas roof on the back of it if you wanted to. We can take the whole stuff off and you just have a permanent convertible. There's so many different setups that you can actually go along with the car. And like I say, the basis underneath with the chassis is absolutely mint. You know, you can just see the bit sticking out here. Fantastic way to start the car. So one of the cool things with the high caps is obviously exactly as it sort of says in the name, it's a high capacity vehicle. So where you normally have arches running the full length at the back of the tub, similar on one that's hiding behind there that we'll show you in a minute, this has just some small wheel covers. So if you really want to utilise the space in the back, whatever it might be for, you've got a perfect opportunity to do it. This one right here has currently got some Italian mud flaps, seat belts, all sorts of stuff in it, but again, won't last too long like that. So one of the cool things about this car, left-hand drive. That opens it up to a worldwide market. Granted, it doesn't do our clients in the UK, but we can find right-hand drive donor vehicles in the UK. But having such a good solid chassis and a left-hand drive means that it's good for America and all over the world. Nice thing for us is that this is actually going to be our first 130 project. So although we haven't done a 130 yet, it's still our bread and butter, because at the end of the day, Defenders is what we do, Defenders is what we know. And putting our stamp on this car is something that we're really looking forward to doing. So there's a hell of a lot of opportunity in terms of style, aesthetic, you know, and actual meat on the bone, so what the car can do for you. There's so many different things that you can do with these vehicles, and that's what ultimately makes Defenders so unique. You can change the style, you can change the drivability of the car, big engine upgrades, keeping it standard if you want to, suspension upgrades. You know, there's so many things that you can really do with these vehicles that make them unique and make them tailored. And that's what we're good at. That's what we do to our core, is making special vehicles for individuals, making them one of a kind. So one of the things we find quite amusing when we're stripping the cars down, although this car has already come stripped a bit, is the lack of paint around a lot of the car. So when Land Rover are mass producing vehicles, obviously they look anywhere that they can save money. So very often they'll only paint to where the eye goes, basically. And interestingly, that's what a lot of our competitors do as well. For us, the detail and the quality has to run throughout the car. It has to be in all of the areas that you don't see, because for me that's arguably more important than in the areas that you do, because that is what's going to tell the difference between somebody that does a 95% job on a car and people like us who do 100% jobs on the car. So for example, in our builds you will see the undersides of our roofs are painted. They then sound deadened, and they then have a roof lining that goes over the top of them. Why? Well, because we know, yeah? And we want to share that journey, and we want to share the quality in everything that we do. So when we do find and see this, it does make us smile a little bit, because although Land Rover were the ones that originally built these cars, they did it to a mass production scale where there wasn't the attention to detail or love or quality that goes into the thousands of hours that we spend on all of our cars. Going back to the versatility of these vehicles, this is probably the most versatile, okay? And the reason that I say that is the different number of ways that you can actually configure this car, and also how many people you can get in it. So very, very cool in that just inside the truck cab, you can get 6 people if you wanted to, 3 along the front, 3 along the back. Going into the back here, 6, if you put a bench across there, maybe even 8, you know, so realistically you've got a really, really amazing car here that could carry up to 14 people. Depends what you want to do with it. You don't have to have a high cap back, you can have one that comes in line with the rest of the vehicle, and you could change it into a full ragtop if you wanted to. Alternatively, you've got the pickup mix, and you could put a ragtop on this back bit here. The other thing we could do is just take the roof off altogether, take the sides off, low slung series doors on the thing, and it's a really, really cool beach runner that you can fit you and as many mates as you'd want to carry in. The great thing about it, as I say, is versatility. You've got so many options in terms of what you can actually do with this vehicle, how we can lay it out, and what we can make it look like. You've got everything from sort of sleek and cool, really sort of old school look with not a lot of exterior features, right up to something newer, more aggressive, roll bars, all that sort of stuff. The options are kind of endless. That's the really exciting thing for me about these 130s, is you can do absolutely everything with them. So as with all of our builds, we will take this donor car, we will strip it right back to the chassis or frame for our American clients, and we end up starting with something that looks a little bit like this. Now, not every chassis that we produce is galvanised. Sometimes they are protected, so they're all blasted, taken back to bare metal, but sometimes they're protected with a Raptor finish. Sometimes they're protected with galvanisation. It just depends what each client wants and where the vehicle's actually going to end up at. But this essentially is what we start with, okay? So a clean slate. On this particular car, we will definitely be reusing some of the components, but not a huge amount. 95% of the bodywork will be replaced on it. The engine will be totally rebuilt. The engine, transmission, transfer box, axles, all totally renewed. Depending on what engine we decide to put in it will depend on the upgrades and everything else that comes along with the car. But essentially, we start with this, and later on we'll take you next door to show what they end up like. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video as much as I've enjoyed showing you around the car. This very, very cool Defender 130 could be yours. If you're interested, please drop us a message by following the link in our bio or sending us a message on Instagram. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe for more content.